What's up YouTube, Fanta here with my review for Star Fox Zero. The Star Fox series has seen quite a few developers over the course of its history. Nintendo developed the most well-known and loved installment, Star Fox 64. Rare made the unique Star Fox Adventures that mainly took place on the ground instead of flying, and now 11 years later since the last console Star Fox game, Platinum Games has stepped up to create Star Fox Zero and Star Fox Guard. So, how well did Platinum Games do with the newest iteration of the franchise? Unfortunately, I have a bit of a mixed feeling about this game. The graphics, voice actors, sound, and most of the gameplay is amazing. All of the characters' voices sound almost exactly like they did in Star Fox 64, and some sound effects also sounded like updated versions from the N64 Classic. However, the controls during boss fights and when using the walker are very difficult to get used to. During the off-rail segments or all-range mode areas, the player has to lock onto certain enemies or bosses. While locked on, the game forces the player to aim by looking at the gamepad while also keeping track of where they are flying on the TV screen. These segments were frustrating even after I got used to the controls. Platinum Games needed to put in an option that allowed for the players to choose whether or not they wanted to use motion controls, like Nintendo did in Splatoon. I had a rush of nostalgia the first time I entered Corneria again, and glided my R-Wing along the top of the water in the reimagined first level from Star Fox 64. Now this isn't a remake, but it is instead a reimagining of the N64 game. This means there are a few levels that have been remade and changed, and there are also quite a few new levels as well. Thankfully, almost all of the new levels are just as fun as the remade versions of the classic levels. This game really reminded me of why Star Fox 64 was such a great game, and mostly did a great job of bringing the series to modern consoles. Some of the levels were frustrating though, due to controls or because of how many things you had to keep track of. Another thing that surprised me was just how short this game was. If you go through the main story missions without taking any other paths, this game is only 4 hours long. This is extremely short, especially for how long it's been since the last Star Fox games released. The game also lacks multiplayer, which is almost unbelievable for a game like this. Co-op has one player as the pilot and the other as the gunner, which isn't nearly as fun as it would be if we both had our own R-Wings. This game practically begs for there to be an online dogfight mode, like in Star Fox 64 for the 3DS. It was so much fun to fight my friends and see their reactions as I blew them up. Star Fox has so many opportunities for online play, such as a mode that would allow people to form squads and fight, team deathmatch, or free-for-all. They could have even had different modes for the different vehicles, but instead, there's nothing. I give Star Fox Zero a 7 out of 10. Star Fox Zero could have easily been the best entry in the series if it were not for its forced use of motion controls and lack of multiplayer. I really did have fun playing this game, for the most part, but it's disappointing to see the developers make such illogical decisions. Stay tuned, in a few days I'll be releasing my Star Fox Guard review, and also if you guys liked this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and when you leave your comment down below what you think of the game and if you'll be picking it up. Have a great day, guys.